What do Trump and Obama have in common? Yemen. They're both red-handed in devastating the country by backing a Saudi bombing campaign that's causing the biggest humanitarian crisis in the world. Congress is like trying to care. Last week on Capitol Hill, a resolution was passed to condemn civilian deaths, children starving, and diseases spreading like wildfire in Yemen. American lawmakers admit the U.S. is to blame for this and more, including allowing terror groups to thrive.
In many cases, the Saudis have aligned with al-Qaeda to fight the Houthis, undermining our very counterterrorism operations.
Right now, we are still financially supporting a Saudi air war and the blockade in Yemen.
This, of course, was all a formality, a slap on the wrist, a light sprinkling of shade. Former U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Samantha Power, agrees there's a crisis, adding the U.S. should have pulled its support for the Saudi-led coalition long ago. Like, how long ago? Before Obama left office so Trump could just keep going with it? You know, it's so easy to forget, but not when 7 million people are facing starvation. This is a man-made catastrophe where one child dies every 10 minutes, and the blockade is making it worse. The Saudis are bombing schools, hospitals, and funerals. And credit where credit's due, some media outlets are trying to raise awareness. CBS did a 13-minute-long segment on the crisis. Only in 13 minutes, they didn't once mention the role of the U.S.
The Saudis bombed the cranes that unload ships. The U.S. sent replacement cranes, but the Saudis won't let them in. The UN World Food Program is the largest humanitarian aid agency. The U.S. is its biggest donor.
Instead, America's the hero, trying to stop a famine in this war where food is a weapon. Indeed, all sides have blood on their hands.
All parties involved in this conflict have their hands guilty. Their hands are dirty. All parties.
But how can you report on Yemen and not mention U.S. support for the Saudi campaign? Even Congress's resolution acknowledges the Pentagon is not only helping, it's sharing targeted information and refueling warplanes. This is active support. And the worst part is not that this kind of reporting is taken seriously as hard-hitting journalism. It's that this is the reason the Yemen crisis will just get worse.